What is going on, you guys? This is your boy Taladia Plays, and welcome back to another Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight video. In today's video, we're going to be going over some details, or every detail, I should say, that you need to know for the Lego Batman video game. So I know this is going to entail quite a few details, from mechanics to traversal to characters to skins to villains that will be appearing in the game. So without further ado, let's go over this. Now I'm going to put some gameplay footage for you guys. You guys can see some pre-alpha footage for Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight from GameSpot. I will leave a link in the description to that footage, as well as you guys get to see it, and also the trailer as well. You guys get to see the trailer as well. So without further ado, let's go over this now. This is an article coming from Screen Rant. Screen Rant make an article saying Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight release date, gameplay details, costume, and everything we know so far. So I kind of had to make a video on this because I wanted to. So basically it says many new details surrounding Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight appears, showing off aspects of gameplay that answers many players' questions. Not only some new footage have shown off more combat system, but more snippets of collectibles and hints of the future characters to entice fans of the Gotham superhero. So now, guys, I'm going to mention this. There was a playable demo at Gamescom for Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, which you guys are seeing right now, footage of, which shows off the first level of the game, showing a variety of mechanics Batman utilizes to take down Gotham's criminals. Although this is just like a pre-alpha build, the foundational piece reveals quite a lot of core systems for this game. This includes many that are familiar with old previous games from the Dark Knight in video game format, from the Batman Arkham series to the Lego Batman series, from Lego Batman 1, 2, 3, and Lego Supervillains. If you remember, there's some mechanics from that. So in terms of release date, guys, there's no release date yet. All it says is coming soon on the time frame, but because that's what it says on Steam. But however, like with the game being polished as the pre-alpha build looks, as you guys can see, it wouldn't surprise me that an official launch date or release date would be announced. I would say if I was an estimate for you guys, I would say a release date announcement would possibly be Game Awards. So I would keep my eyes out for the Game Awards for that. But if you haven't wishlisted yet, you can wishlist it on Steam, on Xbox, PlayStation, across all platforms. You can wishlist it. Consoles can do something similar, where activating notifications to be informed when the release date is getting announced, which will likely happen over the next 3 months, as I said before. Now, in terms of combat, because we're going to be talking about this combat mechanic, it looks amazing. Now, as you can see, the combat mechanics, it looks very similar to a certain video game. And if you guys are probably wondering what video game is, yes, it looks similar to the Batman Arkham, Batman Arkham style. So, and it's like from combining stealth, gadget, and free throw combat against Gotham's underworld. So, some elements from the Batman Arkham stuff, the initial looks. The greatest indication of this combat itself, which is far from the Lego game's past, is multiple. It's the Batman showing to chain combos together. You heard it right. You guys can chain combos together, use different attack strikes while be able to counter attack. And also there's, in this footage, you'll be able to see that it's a different play style for different characters, but it's still fun. It's still fun to play as Batman, and like you can use the grapple gun, you can use the batarang, you can sneak up on them and do the takedown. But here's a little twist for you guys. With this takedown, you can actually hit a frying pan, and it takes them down, and it's really funny. So that's pretty cool. The combat mechanics and exploration seems to feature gadgets probably using Arkham series, as I mentioned before. Uh, Batman can use his grappling hook to trip up enemies as well, Batarangs to stun them, and players may apply explosive gel. If you're wondering what that is like so for services that has hidden areas that you can use explosive gel and it blows that area up. And honestly, that's going to be amazing. If you remember, I think it was in Arkham City, Arkham Origins, and Arkham Knight. You could use that and you could get Riddler trophies from it. So we'll talk about villains later on. But let's talk about the exploration for the game. So, it doesn't stop there, guys. It does not stop there. On top of that, I can say this much as well, that the pre alpha build which you guys are seeing, you can use narrow vents to hide from enemies, use silent takedowns, knock them down. Also, with traversal, you can explore Gotham. Now, Gotham is going to be twice as big as Batman Arkham Knight. You get to explore the whole of Gotham. So you'll be able to glide through the city. You'll be able to use the Batmobile. You'll be able to use the Bat Cycle. So that is going to be amazing. I know some of you guys are like wondering, are we just going to get Batmobile and that's it? No, you're going to get more than the Batmobile. So I think we're going to get the Batmobile, you're going to get the Batmobile and the Bat Cycle for sure. That is confirmed. Now, when it comes down to this, compared to the Arkham titles, like the Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight keeps many of its Lego traditions, but some obstacles can be solved by building the right things for the job, emphasizing more destructible environments. Furthermore, it's a two-player. This game is a two-player co-op, local co-op game. It's not multiplayer, so I want to mention that. So there is like a local play, locally you get to play get to play Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. Now, when it comes down to suits and characters that are confirmed for the game so far, I can tell you in terms of characters, according to the official website, Batman is not the only playable character in the game. There are 8 different characters from Dark Knight's history, which will include Batman himself, Bruce Wayne, Jim Gordon, Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, Catwoman, and Talia al Ghul, which is very, very cool. And each character will come with their own gadget and own mechanics. For example, Catwoman has her very own signature whip, and Jim Gordon has foam spray in his combat, which is unique and it's different, which you guys can see. It looks amazing. And when you play in local co-op, I think you guys are gonna have a fun time doing that. But we don't know if there's going to be more unlockable characters that you get to play as. But these are the characters so far that have been revealed from the website. Now, you guys are probably wondering, is there any Justice League characters going to be in this game? And I can officially confirm with you, no, there won't be any Justice League characters from Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, and Martian Manhunter and Cyborg. None of the Justice League characters will make an appearance in this game. Nor will I don't think even the Titans will. The only characters is the Bat family and people that are associated with Batman. So that is the characters that will be featured in this game. Now, when it comes down to the pre-alpha build, there are multiple costumes that have been revealed for the game. So that includes for the bat suits, the Batman, the Dark Knight from Christian Bale's The Dark Knight trilogy, Golden Age Batman from 1939 Detective Comics 27, Rainbow Batman from Detective Comics 241 1957, and Batman Brave and the Bold, costume resembling from Batman the Brave and the Bold animated series in 2008. Now, there's going to be 70 Batman suits. I'm going to mention that now. 70 Batman suits for the Batman, and over 100 different looks for each individual character. For each character. Um, sorry, over 100 looks for all together, I should say. Now, when it comes down to Jim Gordon, who is also playable in this game, in this alpha build, you also get to see the first look at Detective Comics 27 in 1939, a costume party from the Wild West, and the Batman from Jeffrey Wright's take on Jim Gordon's look from the Batman 2022. So you're going to get that. When it comes down to Batmobiles, because I think that's what some of you guys are probably wondering. So far, what they've showed is the Batman, which is the Robert Pattinson, the Batmobile. You'll get the Dark Knight Tumbler and the Batmobile. The Bat bike from the Batman as well. You'll get that as well from 2022. So far that's been revealed, but I've heard, you know, from online stuff and rumors of Batman Arkham, Batmobile making its way, Batman the Animated Series making its way to Lego Batman, and so much more. Even Batman Forever is also possibly making its way as well. So there's a ton of things that are possibly coming to Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, which is going to be amazing. Now, when it comes down to Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, it's an open level uniqueness to the game where Batman, when it comes down to the pre-alpha build, um, it's where Batman has to stop Red Hood and his henchmen, which you guys are seeing. This tells the origin story of the Joker, which you guys know, from the comics, or if you've read, if you remember from The Killing Joke, where Batman stopped the Red Hood, or even in Batman Arkham Origins, if you remember, there's a snippet where Batman tries to stop the Red Hood, but he falls into acid, right? But however, this information seems players will follow Batman's story throughout multiple forms of media. So what does that mean? So you'll get, like, for example, so one of the storylines could be taking place from the Batman, or one scenario could be taking place from the 1989 Batman film, or even The Dark Knight Rises, where we saw in the trailer where you got to see the Dark Knight Rises Bane scene, if you remember. Now, according to the website, players will embark on an epic journey featuring a story-led campaign from origin to legend, bringing together iconic moments from the Cape Crusaders' 86-year history in film, television, comic books, and video games. So this basically indicates that it's going to be an original tale that follows multiple Batman stories from the comics to the movies to the video games and so on and so forth, right? But there will be a lot of infamous villains from the Rogues Gallery within this game. So you got Bane, you got, if you remember from the announcement from the trailer, we got to see the Penguin car chase from the Batman. And, there's also hints, online from, I think it was pictures or something of the Mr. Freeze. And also, I will say this, the Riddler is also making an appearance in this game as well. So expect the Riddler. I know some of you guys who don't like Riddler in the Arkham series, he's making his way to this game as well. So expect him in this game too, because he's got like trophies everywhere in this game. So you'll get to do Riddler like missions and stuff like that, which is going to be amazing. So So there's going to be like hidden secrets, challenges, and puzzles when it comes down to this stuff in locations to Gotham City. And like I said before, there won't be online co-op, but local player will allow you to play with you and your friend to play Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight together and discover every aspect of one of the most recognizable fictional characters in superhero history. And honestly, guys, I gotta say, this is gonna be amazing. Now, this game, if anything, is gonna be top notch. If you guys haven't played any previous Batman games, then you're in for a treat with this one. The combat mechanics is going to be similar to the Arkham games. The Batmobiles, and the Bat Tumbler is going to be in the game. You're going to get the Bat Bike. I don't know if we're going to even get the Batwing. Imagine if we get the Batwing in this game. Oh my god! Hands up there, guys. Honestly, that's going to be really, really cool. Now, when it comes down to release date, honestly, I really think this game could be a Q2 release date, a Q2 window. And honestly, this is going to really put it up there. And I know there's other big games coming out like 007 First Light. You've got the GTA 6 game. You've got, there's other big games coming out, like even not Battlefield, but uh, the Wutong game as well. You've got that coming out, and so on and so forth for 2026. And honestly, Lego Batman's up there. Now, the hype for this game is really real. I know a ton of fans are very, very excited for this. I've spoken to some of them, and they were like, yeah, I'm excited for this game. No question. I'm picking this game day one. So, and I'm the same. I'm picking this game day one as well. Just so that you guys know. I'm picking this game day one for Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. There's no questions asked. I'm picking this up and 007 First Light. So those are the two games I'm picking up. Will I be streaming the Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight game? You bet I'm going to be streaming this on YouTube for sure. I just hope that there's streaming mode on this so I don't get copyrighted for it. But I'm very much excited. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm pumped. In terms of everything just excites me. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to hear your thoughts on this as well. Because honestly, guys, this is one top-notch game. It's taken 86 years of Batman history, guys. So you've got from comics, movies, television, video games. You got like the 1966. You might even get the 1966 stuff as well. So imagine if you get that. Oh my god, it's crazy. But that's what I've got to say about this game, honestly, and all the details you need to know, or every detail that you need to know about the game. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. What do you guys think about Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight? And like, what do you think of the details? How do you feel about the Riddler making his way to this game? How do you feel about the fact that, the mechanics for the game is very much, similar to Batman Arkham, the gliding mechanics? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about the traversal? How do you feel about the Batmobile making its way here? Also, how do you feel about the fact that each individual character is getting a unique combat different to Batman? How do you feel about that? And also, how do you feel about the skins we're going to get from Batman and Jim Gordon and Catwoman and all this stuff? Let me know in the comment section below, because I would like to hear your thoughts and opinions on that. But that's what I've got to say. Hope you have enjoyed this video. If you want to follow me on social media, is at @TLadiaPlays_ on X, at @TLadiaPlays on Threads, at @TLadiaPlays on Blue Sky. So you can check me out there. I'll leave a link tree in the description alongside the footage and the Screen Rant articles. You guys can check that out and you guys can read it. So with that being said, I've been your boy Taladia Plays. Make sure you leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new around here, and hit that join button if you want to become a member, and also hit that notification bell as well if you hit the subscribe button. Because when a video or a live stream that I do, you will be notified. in terms of a join button. If you want to become a member, hit that join button, and you can become a member. And every month I do a members panel stream where I invite one of member, very lucky member every month who's switched out each month, and I'll be doing guests and where we talk about everything from gaming to comics to video games to everything in between, to movies, television show. We'll cover everything, and I cannot wait to talk about this game, and I can't wait to talk about so many other DC stuff as well with you guys if you become a member. So, like I said, if you want to become a member, hit that join button. With that being said, hope you have a wonderful morning, wonderful evening, wonderful afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And until the next exciting Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight video, I will see you guys hopefully soon when there's more news to drop. So until then, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everyone.